My name is Edward Miller. I'm 87 years old. Every morning, I sit in the same place, right here on this old sofa next to the window facing the street. The sunlight comes in slowly, soft, pale, like it's trying not to disturb anything. I hold a cup of tea. I never used to drink tea. Back then, it was always coffee. Strong, hot, fast, something you'd drink while standing, while thinking about the next thing, the next meeting, the next responsibility. Now, I drink tea, not because I like it, but because there's nowhere else to be. The house is quiet, not peaceful quiet. The kind that makes small sounds feel loud. The clock ticking, the refrigerator humming, the floor settling under its own weight. And sometimes, my own breathing feels out of place. There's a chair across from me, empty. It hasn't always been. My wife used to sit there every morning. Same time, same place. She would talk about small things, the weather, the neighbor's dog, something she read the night before, and me? I would nod. Eyes on the newspaper, mind already somewhere else. Back then I thought that counted. Being there, sitting across from her, not walking away. I thought that was what it meant, to be present. This morning I took a sip of my tea, and something felt different. It tasted bitter, not the tea. Something else. I looked at that empty chair again, and for the first time, I didn't just see that she was gone. I saw how long she had been sitting there, alone, even when I was right in front of her. That's when it hit me. Not fast, not like a shock. Slow, like something I had always known, but never allowed myself to say. I'm not alone because people left me. I'm alone because I made it easy for them to leave. And the worst part is, I didn't even notice when it started. The second sip of tea always tastes worse. I don't remember birthdays or holidays, but I remember my words. Not now. Later, I'm busy. I said them so often, they stopped sounding like choices. They became who I was. There was a night I was in my office, door half open, light on. My son stood there. He didn't walk in, just waited. Dad, can I show you something? I remember the paper in front of me, numbers, signatures, important things. I didn't look up. Later. He said, okay, and closed the door just very gently. I don't remember what he wanted to show me, but I remember this. He never asked again. Another time my daughter came to me crying. Her face was red, her voice shaking. It felt big to her. I put my hand on her shoulder. Be strong. That was it. No questions. No listening. Just instructions. She nodded, wiped her face, and walked away. I thought I was helping. I thought I was teaching her how to handle the world, but sitting here now, I see it differently. I wasn't teaching her strength. I was teaching her not to need me. Dinner was the same. We sat together, same table, same chairs, but I was never really there. Eat fast, answer short, leave early. Work was always waiting, and somehow it always came first. I told myself a story. This is what a good man does. He provides. He solves problems. He doesn't waste time. I believed that for years. But no one tells you this. You don't lose a family in one big moment. You lose them in small sentences. Not now. Later, maybe tomorrow. I didn't break their hearts. I didn't shout. I didn't walk away. I just made sure they stopped bringing their hearts to me. And I didn't notice it happening, not once. The third sip has no taste at all. I've tried to remember the last time one of them came to me, not for money, not for something practical, but just to talk. I can't. There's no date, no moment I can point to and say, that was the last time. Because it didn't happen all at once. It faded, slowly, quietly. At first, they asked less, fewer knocks on the door, fewer, "Dad, can we talk?" Then only when it was necessary, something quick, something practical. And then, nothing. No argument, no final goodbye. Just silence, settling in. The house didn't change. Same walls, same furniture, same dinner table. But something was missing. Not objects, not noise. Expectation. No one will wait anymore. And the strangest part is, I didn't notice. Life kept moving. I went to work, came home, sat down, turned on the TV. Everything looked normal, just quieter. I told myself a story. They're growing up. They're independent. They don't need me anymore. And I was proud of that. I thought that meant I did things right. But sitting here now, I see it clearly. They didn't stop needing someone. They just stopped needing me. There's a difference. Quiet, but permanent. I didn't lose them when they left the house. I lost them the day they stopped coming to me. And I wasn't even there to see it happen. The fourth sip is cold. I don't remember when it got that way. I just know it wasn't warm anymore. That's how that day felt too. The hospital room, too white, too still, machines making soft sounds that somehow felt too loud. For the first time in my life, I had nowhere else to be. No meetings, no work, no excuses. Just me, sitting next to her, holding her hand. I remember thinking, I'm here, really here, maybe for the first time. She looked at me, not angry, not disappointed, just clear. You were a good man. I nodded, because that's what I believed. I worked, I stayed. I didn't break anything. I thought that was enough. Then she said, just not an available one. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Because something shifted in that moment. Not loudly, not all at once, just enough for the truth to come in. I'd spent my whole life being in the room, but not in the moment. I was always there, just never with them. And the person who knew me best had known it all along. She didn't accuse me. She didn't list mistakes. She didn't need to. One sentence was enough to explain a lifetime. I used to think being a good man meant not hurting anyone. But I see it now. You don't have to hurt someone to let them feel alone. Her hand was still in mine, but for the first time, I understood how many years she had been holding it by herself. The last sip, I don't take it. It's cold now, completely. I just sit there holding the cup, same chair, same window, same quiet. But it feels different now. Because now, I understand it. This morning, I did something I haven't done in a long time. I picked up the phone and called my son. It rang once, twice, three times. Thibash, he answered. Hey, Dad. His voice was calm, polite, not cold, but not close either. Like talking to someone you respect, but don't really know anymore. I didn't know what to say. All the years I didn't speak because they were suddenly there, sitting between us. I just wanted to hear your voice. That's all I could say. A pause. Everything okay? Yeah, I just had some time. That was the truth. I have time now, all of it. But it doesn't feel like something I can give anymore. The call ended quickly. No tension, no anger, just distance. I put the phone down, looked at my tea again. Still cold. And for the first time in my life, I understood everything. They don't hate me. They don't blame me. They just built a life that doesn't need me, and I helped them do it. I spent my whole life trying to do everything right. And somewhere along the way, I taught the people I loved most how to live perfectly fine without me. If someone still comes to you, even for something small, don't say later, because one day they won't come at all. And when that day comes, you'll have all the time in the world and no one left to share it with.